This morning, we have more of CBS News' exclusive interview with the Navy secretary who was fired over his handling of a Navy SEAL's war crimes case. The SEAL, that's Edward Gallagher, was convicted of posing with a dead ISIS fighter in Iraq and demoted. But the president reversed that decision, and on Monday, the Navy canceled a review board that could have forced Gallagher to leave the SEALs. As he left the Pentagon yesterday for the final time, Spencer argued President Trump's intervention sets a bad precedent. He also suggested the president doesn't fully understand the fighting force that he commands. David Martin is at the Pentagon for us. David, how did we get here?
Well, this case of Edward Gallagher is about more than just whether he would be allowed to keep the trident pin that identifies him as a Navy SEAL. It cost the Secretary of the Navy his job. And as he left this building for the last time, he told CBS News what was at stake.
What do I stand for as Secretary of the Navy? Good order and discipline of the United States Navy. That's a prime tenet. This, in fact, erodes that.
Former Navy Secretary Richard Spencer told CBS News that President Trump's decision to intervene in the Gallagher case sends a dangerous message to the troops.
That you can get away with things. We have to have good order and discipline. It's the backbone of what we do.
Spencer was fired by Defense Secretary Mark Esper for going behind his back in an attempt to work out a deal that would convince the president he didn't need to intervene. Esper spoke with reporters off camera.
Secretary Spencer had proposed a deal whereby if the president allowed the Navy to handle the case, he would guarantee that Eddie Gallagher would be restored to rank, allowed to retain his trident, and permitted to retire.
According to Spencer, the response from White House lawyers was, quote, "Nope, POTUS will be involved."
You know, arguably, he doesn't have to deal with anyone. He didn't. He said, I'm going to be involved.
Gallagher was demoted after he was convicted of posing for photos with a dead ISIS fighter. Yesterday, President Trump told reporters he stepped in to restore Gallagher's rank and let him keep his trident in order to stand up for warriors and the decisions they have to make on the battlefield.
I wanted to take his pin away, and I said, no, you're not going to take it away. He was a great fighter.
I don't think he really understands the full definition of a warfighter. A warfighter is a profession of arms, and a profession of arms has standards that they have to be held to, and they hold themselves to.
Spencer warned Gallagher's case was about more than just one Navy SEAL.
The special operating community has been put under amazing pressure to do amazing things, and they're amazing performing people. But there's ramifications that happen with that, and we have to build a system around it that has discipline. People look up to us and go, yes, they actually stick by what they say, and they take the higher ground.
You think in this case the U.S. has not stuck by what it said?
To date, I think it has, but an action like this erodes that.
About the same time Spencer left the Pentagon, Gallagher was being informed by his command in Coronado, California, that he would be allowed to retire on November 30th wearing his trident. Meanwhile, a post appeared on Edward and Andrea Gallagher's Instagram page. It showed a picture of a dumpster fire with a caption that read, "Current state of Navy leadership." Jerika?
David Martin for us at the Pentagon. Thank you.